Io abito con 5 amici. Sono di Chicago sono di Chicago e io studio a Roma a American University of Rome in Monteverde. E io abito in Monteverde, es vicino la AUR. Qui la autobus fermata, io prendo la 44 alla AUR, molto vicino. Io ho 21 anni e io studio la scienza di comunicazione a American University of Rome. Ciao!
Ciao, mi chiamo Kat e io ho 19 anni. Sono di New York e abito in Monteverde, Roma, con Sam. Io studio American University of Rome, qui vicino al mio appartamento e studio scienza di comunicazione. Ho molte cose vicino a me, come il bancomat, il autobus fermata, il caffè, e il supermercato e molti ristoranti. Io abito qui per 4 mesi e andare a New York in un settimana. Ciao.
Ciao Marissa, come stai?
Così.
Perché?
Perché sto studiando per gli esami, tu?
Sto bene, ma ho fame.
Anche io. Vorrei un gelato?
Io sempre voglio un gelato. Che gusto preferisci?
Io preferisco biscotti, e tu?
Io preferisco fragola e limone. Tu sai una buona gelateria?
Sì, lo so.
E come si chiama?
Del Viole?
E quando chiudi la gelateria?
24 ore?
E quanto spesso vai alla gelateria?
Una volta a mese o qui?
E dove è?
È vicino al Tiber?
E come ci arriviamo?
Noi andiamo a piedi o prendiamo il tram auto?
E quanto minuti a piedi?
30 minuti a piedi,
E quanto minuti a tram?
10 minuti.
Bene, e che fermata scendi?
Fermata Belli.
Perfetto, noi andiamo?
Sì, andiamo.
Ciao, posso avere un piccolo cono pistachio e stracciatella?
Va bene.
Grazie.
Posso avere un piccolo biscotti e cannella e vaniglia? Sì.
The Jewish Ghetto is a small neighborhood tucked away in a large Roman city. Nevertheless, there is more than this that meets the eye, especially considering that this is the oldest Jewish settlement in all of Europe. Additionally, the Jewish Ghetto is a cultural, religious, and culinary experience. It is home to a synagogue, the Jewish Museum, kosher bakeries, and Jewish Roman restaurants. The Jewish Ghetto could not be more central. It is located between the Tiber River and Piazza Venezia. It's a rectangular-shaped area bordered by Via della Bottega Oscuri to the north, Via Arenula on the west, the river on the south, and Via del Teatro di Marcello to the east. Once you're in the Jewish Ghetto, you can actually walk from one end of the area to the other in about 15 minutes. Nevertheless, it will take more time to properly explore the neighborhood's rich history, culture, and culinary offerings.
The historical Jewish ghetto dates back to the 2nd century BC and is the oldest Jewish settlement in Europe. It was officially established on July 14, 1555 by Pope Paul IV. This required that all 2,000 Jews living in Rome at the time had to move into this ghetto, which led to severe overcrowding. The laws of the ghetto revoked many of their rights, two being that they weren't allowed to own their property or practice medicine on Christians. The Jewish ghetto was a walled quarter with only one exit and one entrance, and had locked gates at night. This area was also the most undesirable in Rome due to the constant flooding, which was why it was chosen. The Jewish community had to deal with many hardships, one being the poverty they were stuck in due to the fact that they could only get unskilled jobs. If they were to leave the ghetto, the men were forced to wear a yellow cloth and the women a yellow veil. They also had to attend Christian sermons right outside the Jewish ghetto. Then on October 16, 1943, the Nazis came and captured over 1,000 Jews and brought them to Auschwitz. Out of these, only 16 survived. The Jewish people were isolated from the rest of the city for over 300 years and sadly had to suffer through it. The Jewish ghetto is known for its kosher food. Kosher means you cannot combine meat and dairy in the same meal, as well as a few other rules. Artichokes cooked Jewish style are quite famous in the Jewish ghetto. It is an artichoke that is fried. Fish broth is considered a delicacy in the Jewish ghetto. They are also famous for their salt cod fillets and stuffed fish. There are many bakeries, but one of the most well-known is called Boshioni. Almost all the restaurants are closed on Friday evening and Saturday because of the Jewish holiday Shabbat. The Jewish ghetto is famous for its cuisine, so any restaurant is bound to be amazing.
The main attractions in the Jewish ghetto are the Portico di Ottavia, Teatro Marcello, and the Great Synagogue. The Portico di Ottavia was erected in 146 BC and is also one of the monuments of most interest. It was a grand procession way used by the emperor and his triumphant army. It was replaced by a large arch after a 5th century earthquake, and in the Middle Ages a large fish market and a church were built on the ruins of the porch. From the 16th century, the arch was used as one of the 4 gateways of the Jewish ghetto, which were shut each evening to secure the Jewish residents inside. A walkway below the arch provides a viewpoint of the Portico and Teatro Marcello, named after the Emperor Augustus's nephew. Teatro Marcello is an ancient open-air Roman theater, once home to music and drama performances. Private apartments have been built atop the theater and concerts are still held in the summer. The synagogue was built in 1904 and is visible from every vantage point of the city, making it an icon. This is one of the most popular tourist attractions, and the Jewish Museum is located in the basement. The Synagogue of the Jewish Ghetto of Rome is also, and above all, a place of prayer and a vital cultural reference point for the entire Jewish community. Now, tourists have the opportunity to walk among these ruins and get a taste of Jewish culture and history.
Today, the biggest misconception about the Jewish ghetto has to do with its name. The word ghetto tends to throw up some confusion. In the 16th century, the quarter was walled off as the residential area for Rome's Jews, and although it has its own very sad history of discrimination and poverty, today it's not a ghetto in the modern sense. Instead, it's an extremely safe and very lively quarter of the city. Additionally, today Rome is said to have less than 20,000 Jewish residents, only a few hundred of whom live in this quarter. But despite their small size, the history, culture, and community of the neighborhood has a strong presence.
Overall, the Jewish ghetto is a stunning little area filled with cobblestone streets and ancient ruins. It is filled with history, culture, and delicious food. The neighborhood is very centrally located, and many people have probably walked by without noticing. With our few days left in Rome, our group recommends exploring the Jewish ghetto because it's well worth the visit. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.